Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Matthew Crawford, and I, along with a group of friends, see a tragedy approaching and want to do something about it. However, and most importantly, we believe in the innovative spirit of people. We believe that through crowdsourcing and collaboration, we can invent methods for the affordable production and application of life-saving respiratory ventilator systems and other technologies that could potentially save millions of lives. To spur this plan, our part is to organize and distribute prizes to the inventors and educators responsible for the highly important innovations along the way. Before we get to that part, let's talk about the SARS-CoV-2 virus and the illness it now causes, deemed COVID-19. While we do not know for certain how this epidemic will play out, there is a reasonable chance that it could be a widespread catastrophe. Millions and millions of people, possibly more than 100 million people, could get sick just in the United States alone. The world's economic systems are already weak. The Federal Reserve Bank has taken interest rates to zero just months after beginning a program to inject liquidity into the interbank repo markets. A long bull run has quickly turned into a crashing stock market, and we cannot assume that our government has the ability or the will to solve all of the problems we may now soon face. Our problems are our own. Recently, the chart on the screen has appeared in multiple articles shared around the internet and social media. I would like to share my own interpretation. This chart shows two distributions of outbreaks and a dotted line that supposedly represents the healthcare system's capacity to handle the people already growing sick. But the picture gives a false impression that some sort of measurement took place and the spread out distribution could possibly sneak under the capacity line. But this is never really explained, and I don't think that it fits the facts. So let's talk about those facts. Could it be that our healthcare system capacity is way down here? I think it might. It might be that our system can only handle 1% of the people who might be brought in to the hospitals, and we'll get to the reasons why. As good as our medical system is, and as well trained as our doctors and nurses are, they do not have either enough hours in the day or the medical equipment necessary to help the people who need it. They are already at full capacity in a lot of places. I've talked to a couple of doctors, and this could get this could be a calamity if 10 times or 100 times as many people are brought in. In particular, there is a severe shortage of ventilators, a shortage of production capacity, regulatory and patent law to consider, and then there will be a shortage of people able to effectively employ those machines if so many people get sick. A recent study put the number of full feature ventilators at around 50,000 and the rest at just under 100,000. In a worst case scenario, these 150,000 machines may meet as little as 1% or less of the required capacity. So far, around 20% of people who come down with COVID-19 require serious medical attention, often needing ventilator machines. There is talk that the federal government may order mass production of equipment, but at this point, many of us are uncomfortable with the ideas that the government can effectively size the problem, the government can effectively distribute the equipment, the existing equipment is the most effectively designed, or that the trained medical staff can simply be conjured out of thin air. This is a time for Americans to solve problems for and with Americans, and on the whole, the world together. In order to spur actions, we resolve to offer monetary prizes to spur this necessary innovation, promote the science and engineering behind those innovations so that others can learn from and improve upon them, collect innovators. We need people to talk to each other and offer prizes for the videos behind the science and engineering and also behind the medical training once we have these available that can be learned by an ordinary citizen in order to help an ailing loved one or neighbor, including the possibility that the operation of such machinery um, that an ordinary neighbor or friend may have to do this in the event that no other solution is possible. We are currently in the process of establishing a basic website at www.distributedtechprize.org. By tomorrow, we will have a Gmail account for the organization and a set up YouTube account to begin disseminating information about the prizes. I plan to seed the prize fund myself with some of my savings, but we would welcome pledges of support from others as well. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please forward this video to talented problem solvers you know.